सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject for satsang, Siddha tradition. From today, 1 month, I am going to speak on Siddha tradition. I wanted to remember, bow down, invoke the presence of all the great Siddhas. With this stotra, திட்டமுள ஆரியனில்லாது நோக்கச் செய்த சிவவாக்கியந்தான் நூலேயாதி பட்டினத்தார் பாடலொடு புலம்பல் ஞானம் பத்திரகிரி அருட்புலம்பல் பாம்பாட்டிச் சித்தர் வட்டமர இடைக்காடர் அகப்பைச் சித்தர் வடிவற்ற குதம்பைக் கடுவெளியாஞ்சித்தர் தொட்டுரைத்த குருமுனிவர் அழுகன் சித்தர் துறை நின்ற நந்தீசர் நாமதேவர் தேவரொடு கொங்கணவர் ரோமநாதர் திருமூலர் கருவூரார் பொதிகைச் சித்தர் ஆவலொடு இவர் உரைத்த ஞானமையாவும் அவனியுள மனுக்களெல்லாம் அறியவென்றே பாவலரை நாவலரை வண்டிதோரை பற்பலவாம் பெரியோரை பணிந்து கேட்டு மாவிதமாய் பிழையின்றி திருத்தஞ்செய்து மாசரவே அச்சியற்றி மகிழ்ந்தவாறே. This is the stotra, preface of Periyanyana Kovai, where all these great Siddhas are remembered. Siddhas who are named here and who are not named here, I remember all of them. Humbly request their presence be here. Bless all of us, guide all of us, understand and experience and radiate the great Siddha tradition. Oldest, greatest, most secret and ultimate powerful tradition is the tradition. Please understand, all the word I uttered, I am responsible for it. Oldest, most effective, most powerful, most secret. As Krishna says, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. When it is most powerful, it is always the most guarded secret. It is the greatest science of the inner world, comprehending all dimensions of the inner world. Medicines to heal the body, techniques like yoga, pranayama, kriya to heal the body and experience extraordinary powers in the body and have spiritual awakening, spiritual experience in the body. Yantras, mantras, tantras, techniques to handle the whole cosmos as they want. Siddha tradition is doing tradition. Please understand. It is not just being. Not giving you the dry answers. Oh, it's all illusion. Why are you bothered? No. They have the tremendous experience. It is all illusion in being. And they have the tremendous capability to play with illusion and alter as they want. The most practical, life affirmative spiritual tradition is Siddha tradition. Most comprehensive, most life affirmative means not just moving away from life in the name of some concepts, theories. Working with life, playing with life, and just very playfully expressing all kinds of energies and experiences. Siddha tradition is the only tradition who has pill for enlightenment. Understand? They can give enlightenment just like a pill. And it is doable. They have done it. As the living representative of that tradition, I promise the world I'll do it for you guys. Awakening the non-mechanical parts of the brain can be done with herbs without you being tortured or disturbed through any sadhana. Maybe it look too big promise. Only when I fulfill, you will understand it's not promise, just a statement I am making. If I say after this satsang, I am going to get up and walk and go to my morning meeting, it is not a promise. I am just making a statement which I am going to do. Same way I am making this statement, Siddha tradition has evolved a science to awaken the non-mechanical parts of the brain of a human beings just by herbs and medicines. And as a living representative of the tradition, I promise the world I'll bring it back to life and gift it to the world. Simple statement. It's a science. It is possible. See, there are some parts of your brain, if it is awakened, some of the understandings which you carry already will become reality. 2 days before I was talking about illusion and reality. Life is faith, understand, that's all, nothing else. Whatever you know as reality appears as reality because those parts of the brain is awakened. If some other parts of the brain is awakened, suddenly something else will appear as reality. That's what is happening in the dream. In the dream, different parts of your brain is awakened. Your brain enters into different chemistry. Suddenly you see a different reality. Siddhas have mastered the science of putting your brain into the ultimate chemistry, which we call alchemy, rasavada. Ultimate chemistry, ultimate alchemy. It is possible. Just putting your brain into a different chemistry. Suddenly you see the ultimate reality. People always believed, no, enlightenment can never be given something from outside. I also said many times, it can never be given from outside. Now, how can this be given just by some herb or medicine? I tell you, only when I give, you will understand. It is possible. It is possible. People say it cannot be given as long as they don't know the tradition. I was also saying it cannot be given because I was not touching the Siddha tradition. I really felt touching Siddha tradition will liberate too many people. Now I decided I am opening the Siddha tradition. I am reviving Siddha tradition. We will not only be curing people, healing people from their illnesses through Siddha medicines. We will be helping people to express extraordinary powers like a levitation and extraordinary siddhis like Anima, Mahima, Lahima, Karima. The Ashta Siddhis and Ashta Kanmas, Vasya Mogana Stambana Vidveshana, Agrushana Uchadana, Bedana Marana. The Ashta Kanmas. I'll be guiding and helping people to express all these extraordinary energies. And the ultimate cure for this very disease of samsara, bhavaroga, enlightenment itself, will be shared through the Siddha techniques, through the Siddha medicines, through the Siddha way of life. If I have to put in one word the whole Siddha tradition, the only tradition created capsule for enlightenment. The land in which I am born and brought up, the Arunachala is witness for this enlightenment capsule. The Siddha who lived in Arunachala, Idaikadar, he himself had enlightenment only through capsule. He's a shepherd guy, village shepherd. Navanada Siddhar appeared. One among the Navanada Siddhas. Navanada Siddhas are this Nata Sampradaya, Maschendranatha, Goraknatha. This Nata Sampradaya, Nandinatha, the Nata Sampradaya Siddha. One Navanada Siddha appeared in front of him and just gave a small herb. And the shepherd boy became enlightened, became Idaikadar. The word Idaikadar means in Tamil, the person who lives in between the forest. He was living in the Arunachala Vana, taking care of his cows and goats, shepherd. Navanada Siddhar appeared and gave pill for enlightenment, and he became enlightened. Arunachala is witness. I am witness for this whole thing. I tell you, it is possible. It is possible. I was trying my best to work with people so that they will also put little effort to have enlightenment, so they will understand the importance of it. Now I saw even for the little effort people are not ready. Sometimes what I call as little has different meaning for what people call as little. So I decided to open the tradition of no effort enlightenment. Not even low effort enlightenment, no effort enlightenment. See, Vedanta is effort enlightenment. Yoga is high effort enlightenment. Zen can be called as low effort enlightenment. Siddha tradition is no effort enlightenment. Just through the Siddha tradition, I'll bring the whole Vedic tradition alive. Because Siddha tradition directly contributes. Siddhas don't talk, they just do it. Siddhas don't talk, they just do it. One of the oldest tradition, I can say, Buddhism has produced largest number of enlightened beings. Yoga, Patanjali has produced largest number of healthy people in the world. Zen has produced largest number of peaceful people in the world. Gaudiya Sampradaya, Chaitanya Sampradaya produced largest number of ecstatic people in the world. Means being in ecstasy, bhava, singing and dancing. Siddha tradition produced largest number of miracle makers in the world. Just not only enlightened people, enlightened miracle makers. I have seen at least 100 siddhas in my life. Please understand, when I use the word siddha, means expressing extraordinary powers in physical body. I have seen an old man who has nobody, just lying in a small Ganesha temple outside the Arunachaleshwara temple. A old man is called Totakaradata, means who maintains small gardens in and around the temple, because that is the way he produces whatever herbs he wants. So casually he will take a mirror and put some black line on it, and that mirror will act like a TV and show whatever he wants. I have seen. And very casually he will tell 100% guarantee. Because I had the fortune of living around him for 6 years. I have not seen a single failure. Ordinary village man. Not a big organization or anything. Simple village man. Same way, my own guru in Siddha Parampara, Vibhudananda Devi, and her guru, Isaki Swamigal, his name itself is Siddha, Isaki Siddhar. I have seen so casually they playing, doing miracles with this Siddha tradition. She gave me a small herb, very small piece, still I have it. And she said, whenever you feel hungry, just take this herb, and she taught me a kind of a diagram, a symbol, and asked me to draw that symbol on my liver area. That's all. She said, your body will have all the energy needed. You don't need food. I tell you, I promise, I used that at least 5,000 times. At least 5,000 times. You think, what 5,000 means? Almost 3 years, or see, per day 3 times. Then it comes to so long. How can that be? I tell you, whenever I felt hunger or thirst, I just used. It works. How do you think otherwise I was managing during my wandering, Parivrajaka Yatra? Just because it gave Siddhas to the world. And that language holds all the secrets of Siddha tradition. The language has to be kept alive. People who speak that language has to be kept alive. I don't think otherwise I would have had the fortune of seeing hundreds of Siddhas and seeing all these miracles alive. Just an ordinary herb, small piece, still I have it. If I draw a particular diagram on the lever, and the lever produces whatever is needed for the body, and the life goes on. Otherwise, how do you think I would have managed during my wandering years? I have seen at least 5 Siddhas who never ate any food. No food, no water, nothing. Just living on the air. Living in the air is a lifestyle in Siddha tradition. It's not miracle, it's a lifestyle in Siddha tradition. In Siddha tradition, anything you touch is miraculous. That is why the miracle powers, the extraordinary powers themselves are called as Siddhis. They are not called as Vedantis or Yogis. No, they are called Siddhis because the Siddhas not only are enlightened, they just play with these extraordinary powers. I tell you, only Siddhas can create an extraordinary civilization. People appearing wherever they want and disappearing wherever they want is going to become a lifestyle, just like using the aircraft because of the Siddha tradition. I am telling you. I am not giving big promises. I have decided. And I am seeing very clearly all the Siddha's blessings are there with me to make this whole thing as a science and alive, usable, practical lifestyle. Basically, all the people who brought me up are Siddhas, including Raghupati Yogi. Even though he is a master of yoga, he is a great Siddha. Who bring you up, their impact and impression stays in you strongly. I was brought up by a great Siddhas. All I am going to do is, whatever I received from all of them, I am going to express it, put it to the mainstream with the help of this organization. That's all. Make it available to the world, to the public, to the humanity. I am telling you, this is going to be one of the greatest contribution. I feel this me reviving the Siddha tradition is going to be the greatest contribution for 2012 spiritual explosion. Because if we need to create enlightened beings as I expect, low effort method will not work. No effort method is the only way. N pills are the only way. So Siddha tradition is the only tradition which has evolved the science to create N pills and N pillows. All they give is N pills for enlightenment and N pillows, just lie down and sleep. Sometimes they don't even ask you to swallow the pill. They just give you something and ask you to rest on it, done. It's called Siddhasana. They just produce some asanas, yantras. Ask people to sleep or sit and rest on it. People experience it. The science of creating intense energy fields and making people become enlightened or awakening the non-mechanical parts of the brain is the tradition of Siddhas. In Kerala, there is a Siddha Yantra. In Kodungallur Bhagavati's temple, created by a Siddha, whoever goes and sits in that yantra, their non-mechanical parts of the brain gets awakened. Still, it's living yantra. It does work. Anybody who has some schizophrenic experiences or possessed by something, they go and sit. The non-mechanical parts of the brain gets awakened. They become all right. So the millions of mysteries of Siddha traditions are going to open. The secrets of the Siddha traditions is going to open. Every day I'll introduce few techniques, few secrets, few medicines, few yantras. So today I am introducing the first medicine, the most auspicious object, turmeric. Turmeric as the medicine. In body, turmeric balances all the cold and water related problems. In the next level, turmeric balances the irritation. Please understand, your cold and irritation is directly connected. A little bit of turmeric, if you apply it on the body and take bath, whole day you will not have irritation, the mental irritation. And if you can wear the processed turmeric on the forehead, processed turmeric is kumkum, whole day you will be able to maintain yourself with a lot of restful awareness. That is why I insist on kumkum. Understand, kumkum is not just religious practice, it is Siddha practice, a technique. Kumkum is nothing but processed turmeric. Processed turmeric is kumkum. And every day, if you can rub the turmeric and apply it on the betel leaf and eat at least one betel leaf, turmeric applied, all the disease related to the water related diseases like a cold or wheezing, any water related diseases will disappear. Of course, wheezing may come under the classification of air related diseases. Water related diseases will disappear and irritation will disappear. More restful awareness will happen in you. I'll go on speaking the deeper and deeper secrets of this turmeric related. Each day I'll introduce one yantra. and medicine and technique. Today, turmeric is a medicine, and Chidambara Yantra. Please understand, Chidambara Yantra means creating any line in the inner space by your mind. In Chidambaram there is no yantra, it's an empty space. But they go on saying Chidambara Yantra, Chidambara Yantra, Chidambara Yantra means ability to create any clear geometric figure in your inner space is Chidambara Yantra. Means your awareness should become very sharp in the pineal gland, in the Ajna chakra, so that like a laser beam you can use that in your inner space. If I say create an inverted triangle, just like that you should be able to create. Wow, you are seeing an inverted triangle. So one triangle the up, one triangle down. If I say, oh, wow, you are able to see the two triangles. This ability is what is called Chidambara Yantra. Medicine is turmeric. Chidambara Yantra means ability to create any geometrical figure in your inner space. Tantra technique is as much as possible have the kumkum and keep the awareness that you are wearing the kumkum on the forehead. That's all. Have kumkum and constantly remember there is a kumkum in your forehead. That's all. When you remember constantly there is a kumkum, your awareness gets centered on the pineal glands. You will have the sharp awareness like a laser beam. As on now, a normal human being, if they close their eyes, it's all dark. Like you're driving in a car which has no headlights, the dark road. Then you can't even call that as a road. But if you practice this of keeping kumkum and bringing the awareness to the Ajna chakra continuously, you will have your awareness like a laser beam. If you close your eyes and visualize, try to visualize any diagram, any geometrical figure, you will just be able to see it. That's what I call Chidambara Yantra. So, turmeric, Chidambara Yantra, and Yantra is Chidambara Yantra, medicine is turmeric, and technique is bringing your awareness to Ajna as much as possible with the help of kumkum. So this is the practical side of Siddha tradition. I'll continue to speak on Siddha philosophy, Siddha yoga, Siddha medicines, and the whole lifestyle of Siddhas, and overall Siddha tradition itself. So let us start exploring Siddha tradition. Let us pray to them for their blessings, for our success. Let you all achieve and radiate the enlightenment. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, and radiate the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
कृष्ण